Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Brad, Junkyard, Kevin. Um, Abby, yeah. Did you guys see? I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. It was on Twitter. Political. Um, all these senators and Congress people, politicians, were out shaking hands with the National Guard, thanking them for everything they were doing. And then somebody come downstairs yesterday, I guess it was, and told them to get to the building. These people had no place to go. There's no place for them to sleep. There's no place for them to sit. There's no place for them to stay. So, yeah. Isn't that gratitude for you? They don't need them no more, so get the hell out of my building. Yeah. Good morning, Allie. You're looking lovely as ever. May I say you're a rose between all these thorns? Yes. I was setting up my Twitter, to do a tweet, and I read it right there on politicals. Yeah. Oh, they'll be there for another month, I guess. Or till the end of the month. They're supposed to be there, I think, till the end of the month. What about all that little uprising out west yesterday? Did you hear anything of that? Few riots going on. Happened to be Antifa. Peaceful protesters. Well, they were peaceful protesters probably when Trump was in office. Now they're probably just flat-ass terrorists, They took all the fences down. They took them down yet or not? No. They had 25 miles of it, so that was just a protest. Yeah, no riot. It was just a protest, peaceful protest. Yeah. Let me other chat up and going. That was just a protest. Yeah, no riot. It was just a protest. Yeah, just a peaceful protest. So get this back over here, across the I, Dr. T. There we go. The only thing about that DLive is when you bring up the chat, it gives you the chat from yesterday too, until people come in and start chatting again. Mel, how are you doing? Nice to see you. What was on? All right, I'll watch your next one or your last one. Let me bring you up and then your video up. It's only 26 seconds long. I can get YouTube to load up, that'd be nice. Well, just a second there, Mel. You got a new account, Mel? Freddie B, how you doing? Because it's bringing up Mel, but it only says 6 subscribers. So let me see. No, this one isn't you. Okay. I hate this stuff now that they've done this different. Trying to let me give you a Mel. Oh, you found it, Junkyard? Okay. I couldn't find it. They kept Meal, MEIL. I wonder who the hell she is. I no. Come on. This thing is running slow today for some reason. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to shut my mic off here. I'm going to watch it and I'll give you. It's only 26 seconds long, so I'm going to watch it and then I'll let you know. Well, I honestly think he got a raw deal straight from the time he was nominated for president the first time. Ever since the day he was nominated and the day he got elected and the day he was inaugurated is let's impeach the mother effer. Okay. They never even give him a chance. Okay. And from day one, when he said he was going to clean out the swamp, all these people got offended. And there's only one reason to be offended. You're guilty. And a lot of these people are guilty. And so I believe it was a conspiracy between not just the Democrats and the Republicans, because one hand cannot cheat without the other hand knowing. So there's a bunch of them that cheat, and there's a bunch of them that were cheating with them. Okay. So the poor guy was never even given a chance. Then he had the Russian collusion, which they found no basis for. That was actually was paid for by Hillary Clinton. But Hillary Clinton got a buy. Deleted 30,000 emails, smashed all her electronic equipment and, all this other stuff, and was never charged with lying to the FBI or anything like that, or, destruction of evidence, none of that. Now, she was given a buy. Donald Trump was persecuted. Joe Biden was indicted by the Ukraine government as a person of interest on that Ukraine scandal. Joe Biden was. Look it up. He was indicted as a person of interest on it, but yet Joe Biden got a buy. So did Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden got a buy. There is a big conspiracy against Donald J. Trump. And it's not just the Democrats, it's the Republicans too. Like I said, one hand can't be crooked without the other hand knowing. But that's a good question to ask. Good morning, Ty. Chaz Lamble, good morning. Pennsylvania, okay. Yeah, it didn't come up. The only one that come up there, Junkyard, was the one with 150 some subscribers or something like that. So had a puppet. Yeah. Right. So. You're right. If he'd have been given help, okay, if Donald Trump would have been given help instead of friction, if he'd have been given oil to oil that squeaky wheel instead of sand, he would have been able to do a lot. So, just my saying. 100 years from now, it won't be in history books because there won't be no such thing as a book, but it'll be in the records that, how corrupt the politicians were in this era. Money greedy. Trust me, it'll be brought out. So. That's just, it's like the Warren Commission. They opened up the Warren Commission papers, but you didn't get all of them. They're supposed to be 75 years, and they opened them up, 35 years later or something like that? No, some of them. No. And just like the Pentagon being hit, with a missile, you can't see all. There's like 75 out there, and they got all them cameras. All that footage is hid for 35 years or 25 years or whatever. Why? Because all the people that was in on the deal would be dead by then. So, and people won't care in 25 years. So. Yeah, no, I seen that. Pretty disgusting. Well, they have lives too. Well, they do have lives. they do have lives, and I'm not saying anything, but they do have lives. Okay, but they shouldn't be allowed to be in the same bathroom as a little girl or a little boy. Okay, if that means they have to put up, make new bathrooms for these people, so be it. Put an outhouse outside the door. Hey, until they can remodel. Yeah, then he violated his own mask, thing. Well, I don't understand it. So, I know, because whoever is involved should be dead by then. Yep. So, hmm, let me see. I'm missing some comments evidently. I know I have no chance. I do too. It's all about Epstein. You notice you haven't heard anything about her either, have you? She probably died months ago. Huh. Yeah. I didn't get to see that last night. Huh. I don't know. Good morning, Big Steve. Well, he's got to do something. He's got a gender bender now as a Secretary of Health. So, not as a Surgeon General, as a Secretary of Health. Now, this one can't be the Surgeon General because he's never been in the service. So that's why Ben Carson couldn't be the Surgeon General, because Ben Carson never was in the military. Huh. I don't know. Do, 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 do. There we go. Morning, Stephen.
Yo, you stupid or something?
Huh. No. What the hell is going on with this?
Good morning, everybody in the chat.
Morning. Oh, chat's not working. There, now it is. Yep,
Good
that's
morning,
what he is
Christy.
there, Tim. What's that?
I was saying good morning to Christy.
Morning, Christy. Tim, Jean. That's right. Alan Alda. Benjamin Hawkeye Pierce from Crabapple Cove, Maine. Where is there a Crabapple Cove there, Maine? I've always wanted to ask you. No, we can't. We can't, Tim. You don't know? Well, that's where he's from. It's Crabapple Cove. Huh.
Thought he was from South Kakalaki.
No. Got Alan Alda, Benjamin Hawkeye Pierce, and Nash.
So who's from South Kakalaki?
Everybody else.
I'm sorry, I just like to say that name.
Okay.
South Kakalaki.
Yep, they legalized the spilling of most innocent blood. You're right there. Oh. It's a fictional town. Well, let's see. Crab Apple Cove, Maine.
Good morning, all you D-Live suckers, because I know you're there.
It's Crabapple Cove does not exist, but it's based upon the town of Bremen, Maine. You know where Bremen is? Gene?
Have you ever eaten a crab apple?
Where's hell?
Aren't those crab apples those little tiny miniature apples?
Yep. They make good wine with them, though.
They're good to just sit there and munch, man.
Yeah. You're right, Tim. We kick God out and then expect Him to bless us. Yeah. All right. Junkie Emily, Michael Kirkland. I have no idea who Michael Kirkland is. You can pick the apples and then you can make wine down. Some people make apple pies with them because they stand up to baking. So, oh yeah, there's some bad thorns on them. Let's see. Finally got somebody to show up.
It's at Iron Dog 67 on Twitter.
Yeah. Gris told me to tell you to kiss his monkey. All right, there, Cornbread.
I have.
Cornbread's been there since I started. He just now tight, but he's got to go. All right, Cornbread, take care.
I have no response for a jackass like that.
Oh. No, it's Iron Dog 63. Iron Dog 63 on, or I don't even think it's. I think it's Grab a Dog actually on Twitter. Hell, I don't know. I can't even remember my Twitter name anymore. I don't even know how to get to it. The only thing I do is I go through it by sharing. So, honey locust with apple pie or apple jam. It's water. That's a neem twit and vice water at the same time there, Tim. Well, no.
That's what's for breakfast.
Huh? Hold on.
2 eggs, 2 sausage patties, a bagel with cream cheese and strawberry jam. Yum, yum.
Did you show him a picture of your breakfast?
Yep.
Did he make you anything, Ty?
No.
I think so. He doesn't care if you eat or not.
Nope.
You just better get out there.
That's all that matters.
Woman, fetch my coffee cup.
Ty slapped the dog shit out of him.
You know,
I
Ty.
just want to clean it off the wall, Steve.
Yeah. Well, Gemini sunrise. It's never good when somebody's has a problem in their personal life. Evidently, there was some problems going on there, and it's nothing actually to laugh at. You wouldn't if you were in a relationship with somebody. You wouldn't like it if somebody else thought it was funny on you. So, just saying. Good morning, Tim.
Yes, dear.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ty. Take care. Make sure you earn Kevin some money.
Don't let the door hit you.
Harold, how are you doing? Kevin, did you tell Ty you're looking for a new truck?
That's why she's working overtime.
I just wanted to make sure she knew that all her effort wasn't going for nothing. No, yeah. Ouch. Girl says there are talkers and doers in this world. The talkers are all over there on YouTube. Well, I understand your point, but I can't afford to lose whatever I've got built up so far. So, huh. There you go, Allie. Good advice.
I don't know who Gemini Sunrise is.
Yeah, that's who I just been talking
Somebody-
about.
Huh?
Who cares who it is? It's been deleted.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Rob. All right, there, Harold. You have yourself a good day at work. All right. That's right. You work third shift, don't you? Yeah, the rest have no excuse. That's right. Good says, Keith, you can make a difference on YouTube. Reaching out to the liberals over there. The rest have no excuse.
Hey, Grizz, why don't you take a long walk off a short pier?
Finally, he got one right.
Let's take a short walk off a long pier.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted him to feel good.
Yeah.
And before you take that walk, Grizz, get 2 5-gallon buckets, fill it up with concrete, stick your feet in it, and then go to sleep for about 8 hours. After that, then jump off the bridge.
Look at that. Grizz, he wants you to get yourself a new pair of shoes. Look at that. Concrete loafers.
Concrete feet.
Concrete loafers.
Have you ever done the deep sea challenge, Grizz? You will.
Carmob, I never did the other week stuff, night shift, but I used to have to go in at 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I became a swing driver, which meant you could go to work today at 6 o'clock in the morning and then get a phone call at 11 o'clock at night from somebody that works at third shift saying, hey, man, this happened to me. Guy called me 11 o'clock at night and says, hey, I haven't been to bed. I got to be to work at 3, so you're going to have to go in for me. I said, excuse me, but who do you think you're talking to? I ain't been to bed yet either. It was okay for me not to get any sleep and go to work, but it wasn't okay for him not to get any sleep and go to work. So I used to do that all the time. I'd get phone calls at 11 o'clock at night. Hey, come on in. Or they wouldn't even call me at all. And I'd get to work at 6 o'clock in the morning and find out that, they didn't call me. So I would have to catch up. I'd be 3 or 4 hours behind right from the get-go. That was always great. So, because you're always, no matter what job you do, you're always going to be behind because, you don't do it every day like the person that does it every day. So, what would take them 8 or 9 hours would take you 10 or 12. So, that's right. I was a swinger.
Well, looky what we have here. There's my good buddy Jeff Skews. How you doing, Jeff? Good morning. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you, pal.
Right there, Brad. Yeah, that's right. He didn't get all his promises done the first day. Well, he
Peace
didn't have
out.
the
Peace out, Brad.
he didn't have the stamina junkyard. You know, he is 78 years old. You know.
Boy, you guys just cannot accept the fact that Joe Biden is the 46th president, huh?
Yeah, shut up. Isn't that nice? Kind of peaceful now, isn't it? That's what I thought. Where'd you go, Steve?
You're going to have to deal with him for 8 years. How about that?
Shit, he ain't gonna be alive in 2 years.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure
know,
by the end of his presidency, he will be a shriveled up, gray, feebled old man sitting in a wheelchair by the end of his 8th year in office.
By the end of his second year in office, he'll probably already be gone because he's already a shriveled up, gray, old haired man that doesn't sit in a wheelchair yet.
Come on. You need to give the man a chance, because if we don't give the man a chance, you know what's going to happen? We get Kamala, okay? We get Kamala and Clinton, all right? So you better hope Biden stays in there a little longer, lest you're going to get hell.
No, I don't want him or her there.
Personally, I don't want Kamala.
Well, that's pretty interesting there, Connor Mob.
You mean horizontal
no, Tim.
hairs?
No, Tim, I took the blue pill.
Not yours and not mine either. That's right.
Hey, Jeff, I'm nothing like Kim Fife, okay? I'm not going to sit there and force my opinion on you. I heard what he said the other night on his stream. He said, yeah, you can have an opinion here as long as it's mine and you agree with it.
Yeah.
I actually looked at him different when he said that.
Did you look at him like the CEO of Facebook and Twitter? And
No, I looked at him like he was a friggin' arsehole. Not quite sure if I want to go back to his channel.
You're right, Allie. It's not through same agenda, but it's not through God. You're right. We got some friends that are devout Christians, okay, or they were Catholics, devout Catholics. And then their daughter decided she wanted to be a carpet muncher. Well, all of a sudden that religion just went right out the door. You know, they no longer think of the religion that they've had for 50 some years as being a religion they want anymore. So,
Grizz, would you like some dead cat meat? Because I'm gonna kill this cat over here. I'm gonna put her out of her misery.
can you put it on? Can you do a video?
So sorry, that would go against YouTube guidelines. No.
Make it private and then share it between us. Good morning, RV Lucky.
There's a Biden supporter right there.
RV Lucky, Biden supporter, Biden supporter. Ha ha.
Just a second, I'll be right back.
We still on? We still on? Hello?
Yeah, you're still on.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin, do me a favor. Look down
What?
at your right foot. Look down at your right foot.
Yeah.
Take your sock off, ball it up, and stick it in your mouth.
I don't have any socks on.
Phew, is that what I smell? Good God Almighty. Yeah, we all glad Bernie Sanders didn't become president. Now, that fool wouldn't have stayed in office more than a week. He would have got so stressed out and had a massive heart attack.
Bernie lives on stress. Bernie would have been a lot better than that piece of shit that's in there now. Oh,
I
excuse
don't
my
know if you
language.
watched-
I am sorry if I offended anybody with my foul language. Please accept my humble apologies.
I don't know if you watched the inauguration, but that fool looked terrible when he was sitting in the chair with his mask on. His hair was all challenged.
I didn't lower myself to watch that. And when it comes on the news, I turn the channel. I don't want to see any part of it. And you're right, Tim. God help us. Or in the famous words of a president long ago, Superman, where are you?
But see, God is not going to help us, though. God is going to let us do what we want and vote for what we want.
You know, out in the woods, Bigfoot is sitting there going, you know, I can't get people to believe in me, but everybody believes. Joe Biden got 80 million votes.
Willie.
Everybody believes Biden got 80 million votes.
Didn't?
Good morning, Dizzy.
Yeah, I love you too, so you're fine.
Right.
Still love. Just gonna take care of it.
Car Mob, good morning. Jeff, good morning.
You dizzy? Harvey Lucky?
Tim, good morning.
What's going on, One-Eyed Willie? Willie.
Not feeling good this morning. I thought maybe my breakfast would help. Hopefully it does. I woke up, my feet felt like 2-gallon jugs.
That means you're retaining water.
I take 60 milligrams of Lasix a day. That is extremely high for somebody, you know. That's how much water I retain.
Let me guess, you pee every 10 minutes.
When I take this stuff, yeah, I'll go to the bathroom 6, 7 times before to stop.
When I was taking it, I had to sit in the kitchen till 2 o'clock in the afternoon before I could do anything. I couldn't, be more than 5 or 6 steps away from the bathroom.
Well, I just had my second breakfast, a handful of medicine.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, RV Lucky? President Trump owns the dark web. He runs it.
Chris is whining and sniveling about the Democrats on a liberal platform. Laugh out loud. Yeah.
Yeah, but people are saying that Kamala would assign Clinton as her vice president.
She doesn't like to be called Horizontal Harris.
Yeah.
Dizzy, did I come up in the room and start making fun of you? No. So don't come up in the room and start making fun of me. All right? Thank you. Or, yeah, you're right, Scott. Or the Speaker of the House, Nasty Pelosi, will become vice president.
Well, she is third in charge.
Did you say third in charge?
Yes, third in charge.
Third in charge, yeah.
They had an interview with a general, and he said that there would be a swift transfer of military power. And you can take that 2 different ways.
Not my girlfriend, Scott. Might be yours, or might be your one-night stand.
Good morning, Scott. How are you?
Hey, what's that smell? Oh, it's you dizzy stinking ass breath.
Hey, Scott, Miller. Let me know as soon as possible on the pictures and stuff. This guy's biting at the bit to get out there.
Talk about that on your own time.
Kiss my bass.
Huh.
I wouldn't say that to your own brother. He's liable to get upset. Doom, 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 doom.
She go.
Well, we haven't seen that in a couple weeks.
Well, now you're acting like the left. You think you got all the power, you can do whatever you want. You will not restrict my freedom of speech.
Grizz, take your ass back over to D Live. Get out of here. Take that wrench away from him, Grizz. Keith. Take that. Look, I can't even talk. Take his wrench away.
Why? What'd he do?
Hey, Scott, come on over and talk about Steve with me. Get back over where you belong, Grizz, in the basement.
Huh. So
Excuse me, in the dumpster.
it'd be nice if I had it on live chat, wouldn't it? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, he ain't won yet. I understand that, RV. Do you know how it works over there? Yeah. No.
He must have figured you out, made a new name, came back into your chat.
Huh. No.
It's okay, Jeff.
I have
It's
no
all right,
idea
buddy.
what happened. Now, I actually went over and said, hey, Grizz, come back over and hide Scott Keller. Evidently, my wife hit him and she does not want him on my want him in my chat. I guess, I guess he's no longer wanted here. So, what happened? I said, no, Scott made a new name come over. So I had Grizz come over and hide him. Grizz come from
Morning,
behind.
Mama Bear.
No, honey, it's not. I love you, pumpkin. Went to the dark side. Hello, Mama Linda.
Hello,
Hey,
Linda.
does that still work? Hey, I showed you guys this yesterday. Remember that, Stephen?
Mm-hmm.
Don't buy it. You're supposed to say why.
Okay, why?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Because you can't get the damn cap off. It took 20 minutes for Kathy to get the cap off in this. I couldn't do it.
20 minutes, right?
Yeah. She kept turning and turning and turning. I couldn't get it off. I was looking for a pair of pliers. They don't want you to taste it. They put the cap on so tight you can't take it off. No.
Well, you got 10 toolboxes out in the garage. You couldn't find a pair of pliers?
I have to be able to walk over there first. It keeps, somebody keeps bringing stuff home almost all the time, so there's no room out there.
Well, you need to smack her on the patties every time she comes back home with something. And then walk it right out there and throw it in the trash bin.
Huh. All right, well, I'll be right back. The first time I left, I had to go do something. Now I got to go to the boys' room. I'll be right back. Do not ruin my live stream.
I don't know what you guys got against Scott Keller. I don't really know.
He's an asshole.
But so are you, Steve. So am
Yeah, but
I.
he's a different kind of asshole.
Well, he's the asshole you don't like, right?
You're missing the point.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Anybody who sit there and talk about people and act like they bigger, act like they know more than you, that's an asshole. Nobody likes an asshole like that. I can do it better than you. I don't care who you are. Yeah. I said hello to you, Mama Rinda. Why would I not? I would have to be insane not to say hi to you.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody in the chat today? You all looking just as lovely as ever, except for
Oh
you.
yeah, and
Steve.
also he talked crap and was very disrespectful to your sister-in-law that you say you love every day.
I do love her. I didn't hear any of that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Why don't you ask your brother? Ask your
That's
sister-in-law.
That's why I asked what was going on with Steve Keller. Or Scott Keller, I mean. But you had to just give me a simplest answer ever. You know, something that somebody with a number 5 IQ would have said, because he's an asshole.
He is.
I'm a complete asshole, and I'm an equal opportunity offender.
Yeah, but you're a different asshole, Kevin. You don't sit around here acting like you're better than most. You don't sit around here acting like you got more than somebody else.
I ain't better than anybody. And what I do got, I worked very, 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 very hard for. There was days I'd go to work and go back to my other job and not get any sleep. 2-3 days in a row. I worked really hard for everything I've got and everything I've had. When I had my own construction.
Scott King, can you remove that remark, please? That's all right. I'll get Dog to remove it when he comes back.
Have a good night.
Just don't say nothing like that, Scott, and you're all good. There you go, Tim. Hey, look, Tim's the only smart one in the room. Excuse me. Oh. I didn't bother to go back and see if Grizz told me off. Yeah, I've been muted by 5 minutes by the moderator or staff. Oh, yeah. It's probably Grizz because he's got a stupid hatchet or cornbread. Cornbread. My name is Grizz270, and I'd like to go on D Live. Nothing, Scott. It was just the D word that you put in there. The D word. That was a little inappropriate.
There's a good looking guy now, I tell you.
You're full of yourself.
Somebody has to be.
Good looking guys right here.
Excuse me.
Let's see, what did I miss? So,
What's the matter, Scott? Are you upset that I haven't snapped at you yet? Okay. Scott, leave me alone, Scott. Quit messing with me. Quit beating me. Is that what you wanted? Okay.
sleep good there, Car Mob. So,
Oh, got you, Tim. Got you.
that's right. There's only a little bit of room in that coffin. That's right there, RV.
Where, Scott? Leave me alone, Scott.
Can't take that shit.
You're right, Stray. A diva. Did
You
you
don't
have to go
cry him?
back to makeup? Did you have to go back to makeup?
Who? Yeah, Steve did. Yeah,
No, I was talking to you.
I didn't go back to makeup. Why?
Well, you said you had to go to the boys' room. I figured you had to go back to makeup.
I
Maybe you
didn't go
smudged
back
some
to
of
him.
maybe you smudged some of your, TV personality makeup.
There you go. Junkyard said he's getting a supersized coffin. That way, he have plenty of room to turn over and fill out some coffee or some ballots. There you go. See that picture of Biden, a wreath on the tomb of the unknown voter?
No, anonymous. No, I wasn't.
That's not even right, Keith.
I understand. I know that. I didn't do it.
I know.
Anonymous official. Huh. Okay.
It's not going to work today, Scott. I will not get
Why?
angry today.
It works every other day.
Now, Kevin, if you continue on with your mouth, I will get angry.
Quiver, quiver, shake, shake.
You're just lucky your big ass is sitting over there. I can't get my hands around your neck.
Huh.
You
Steve, I could live
butt-faced.
across the
Man, your
across
face
the
looks like my
hallway
butt.
from you. I could live across the hallway from you, and you still wouldn't get your hands
Your
around my neck.
face looks like my butt.
You got a pizza coming? Yeah. Obviously. Oh.
Well, one pizza's only an appetizer. What else is coming?
No, Brenda, you know me, sweetheart. I got secretary ass.
That's what we've heard.
Yeah, but Secretary was the winner of the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah. And you know how broad that was.
Right. You horse's ass. Now he's looking up a secretary of horse.
Wasn't it actually Secretariat?
Yeah. Well, you know, Scott, you might be wrong, but even ugly people need loving too, you know.
Well, yesterday was the first time I've ever gotten to see inside of an ATM machine. And actually, I had to fix it. There it was, all that money just stacked in there.
Why did you have to fix it?
Because the store had bought this ATM. They wasn't leasing it. And to get a service tech out there, it was $100 an hour from the time they left the shop to the time they got there and got back.
So what was the matter? A crinkled up $100 bill someplace?
No, actually, it was a feed roll and printer issue.
Yes, yes, Gene, I am speaking from experience. Yeah, ugly people need loving too. Yeah. So.
Good morning, Gene. How are you? And Scott, what kind of shovel would that be? A flat shovel or a regular spade shovel?
Scoop shovel.
A scoop shovel?
Yeah. What's the matter, Big Steve?
Glad to hear that, Gene. Steve, where'd you go? Come on, buddy. Come back. You know we're just playing. Is he texting you, dog?
No. No, he's not.
Just a little bit of information out there. I feel like crap. I think I'm going to take a nap later with my favorite little girl.
Good morning, Heat Shield. Nice to see you. No, I was just answering a text I got, or a text I got from somebody else.
Good morning, Heat Shield.
Why me, Lord? I don't know, Tim. I have no idea.
Jeff, you have a good day and be careful out there.
All right, Jeff, take care, man.
Yeah, keep your loser best friend over there, Grizz.
Welcome back, Steve. Where'd you go?
Have to get me some coffee.
Oh. So, what's anybody and a bag of chips? I don't know. What's everybody doing today?
I don't have any chips, Scott. Ate them all.
Damn. There you go. Well, which one was it? What governor was it? I think it was the Texas governor said if he'd known his National Guard troops were going to be treated like that, he'd have never sent them. No. You know damn well. I don't know.
You
I don't
know,
know.
what I don't understand is why did they have to ship 26,000 troops from every state of the Union, including Alaska? Do you know how many millions of dollars that cost? How come they couldn't just get them from the neighboring 2 or 3 states?
Well, I have no idea, but Joe wanted thousands of people at his inauguration, and that's the only way they could get them.
Well, I know that, but I liked it when they turned their backs to him on the motorcade.
Well, that's what they were supposed to do.
I'm under the assumption that John to the Sky is Scott Keller, right?
Huh?
I don't know.
John to the Sky is Scott Keller. Scott Keller, you're a loser.
I have no idea who John to the Sky.
I don't even see it.
It's
Must
on
be on
D-Live.
D-Live.
Yeah. When you eat Captain Crunch, the cardboard isn't edible. Yeah.
That's sad to hear about, heat shield.
Yeah, it is, because that happened 2 days ago. Yeah.
Well, that's not cool, Heat Shield. God bless them and their families.
Just randomly jumped on here. Well, welcome to the chatter, John.
Well, whoever the hell you are, you got some damn nerve. Scott, shut up, okay?
Part of the program.
Trying to see the link that FS put in here.
It's called the Obama White House.
Hey, dog, stick your tongue out.
No.
He already sensed what I was doing.
That's one thing I won't be watching, the Obama White House. Yeah.
Okay, all right, fine, Scott. You're better than me. Is that what you want? Scott King's better than me, everybody. He made more than me, worked more than me. He is better than me, everybody. Scott King. He's probably better than everybody else in here too, I bet. Grizz, I'm going to call you later. I'd like to have a little conversation with you, okay?
Oh,
So
little
if
father
you
and
can,
son chat.
if you see my phone call pop up on your phone, please answer it.
Little father and son chat.
Yes, sir. A little father and son chat.
Now here's a YouTube channel I can get into, the Trump White House Archive.
The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong.
That's right. Did you see where YouTube said they were not going to ban Trump's account unless he violates their policy 3 times in 90 days? So at least that's something.
That's okay, Grizz. I'll wait till after 6 o'clock to call you. How about that? That way I don't bother your whatever you're doing.
Well, I hope one of the Trumps run in 2024.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Okay, Mama Rinda, I'll do that for you.
You don't like Grizz anymore, Mama? Just because you went over there? I just blow him shit for going over there. I still like the guy. But I'm not going to jump through hoops to follow anybody through this video stream through life.
I kind of feel the same way, Kevin. I really do.
Huh?
Just go
I
through
like
one of your,
Grizz. I like Grizz. He's my papa, but I ain't gonna jump through no hoops. Come over there and follow him.
just take one of your mini accounts you got there, Kevin, and follow him with that one.
I'm not going to do that.
You got a high-tech redneck, you are. Your basement's got a computer that make the, NASA look, would be proud of. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And my fallback system is, we all got to get CB handles in case they start censoring everything.
D-Live there, RV. D-Live. Mama said, please don't say I don't like someone. That's not what I said. She just said to don't email me no more than to F off. That's what she said. Yeah, it's a mini NORAD underneath his house. He got a bunker and a computer and everything else.
All bought and paid for by hard work.
That would be pretty cool if he gets his own TV station going.
I don't want to put anybody down who has worked their whole life and worked and worked and worked for what they've got, okay? Don't sit there and brag about it.
Mama Rinda, the middle finger means F off.
Bragging.
That's exactly what the middle finger means. Just if you give somebody a middle finger, you're telling them to F off. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what it means.
That's exactly what it means.
So, I
hate it when people wave to me and I only use one finger.
Well, you're a stupid ass, Scott, so it works, doesn't it?
But that is exactly what the middle finger means. So,
Hey, Grizz, what's going on with you, man? Ever since you went over to that D Live, you acting like a straight up asshole. What's going on, Howie?
Anyways, you really want to know what the middle
Morning,
finger
Howie.
is. Years ago, I can't remember if it was the English or the Scottish or somebody, but they used to have some good what do they call them, bowmen or whatever they want to call them. And they used to, when they would catch them, they would cut the finger off, okay? And because without the middle finger, it's hard to pull a bow back and shoot straight.
I don't need permission to address you, Grizz.
But they used to call it pluck you. So. Okay, straight, I sent it. And who is it? If you he's a comedian, and he used to go to colleges, and he would do a thing called "I shit you not," and he would tell you what all the stuff meant. Paul Revere. Paul Revere only rode for 12 miles, but yet he had the most ride. But there was somebody else that rode 40 some miles after he did, you know, and it was some weird person's name. So, but FFP, good morning. So, yeah. No. Let me see if I can find it. They actually had, it was on Showtime or something like that. They did he had a mini series.
Howie, I thought that was the Mile High Club, Flying Prick.
Let me see if I'm looking for it still. The guy's a comedian. He's been on TV several times. An actor, comedian.
No, that was my ice maker there, heat shield.
I don't know. I'll have to find it one day and I'll let you know.
RV, is that with somebody or by yourself?
Yeah. Stray, did you get your link? I sent it to you.
Yeah, Holly. Yeah, it's over fuck time.
uh, yeah. And what they would do is they would stick up the middle finger and say, pluck you, because they used to call them pluckers. All right, well, I sent it to you. Oh, I got powder in my nose again.
Come on up, Stray. You can do it. There he goes again, back in makeup, powder in his nose. Steve, you still around?
He's looking at the text Mama Linda sent him. I'm glad you're doing good there, Howie.
Me too, Howie.
Mama Rinda, I don't have my phone right now. My mom took it.
Oh. Better hope she don't get in
Good
there.
thing you
all
got
your
your computer. Good thing you got your laptop. Get your porn from.
Shut up, Kevin. You friggin' pervert.
Right, and they would call it pluck you or something like that. That's why I was trying to bring up that comedian. He used to go to college and he would do seminars there. And I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Let me see if I can do it this way on YouTube.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. Yeah, my mommy took my phone away. I'm a bad boy. You dumbasses. She took the phone because she uses the Lyft app on my phone because it doesn't work on hers. So, we'll leave that at that.
I don't know what a Lyft app is.
Lyft, like Uber.
Oh, we don't have that shit around here.
We're having to use that right now until we get a car. And we are on track to get another car in February.
Is that when?
Oh, matter of fact, my mom's already called the car dealer, and the car dealer said, "Come on in." He actually remembered my mom because my mom bought a car from the same dealer about 10 years ago, and he remembered my mom. I couldn't believe it. He said, "Oh yes, come on in. We hook you up right now."
Yeah.
So all I know is as soon as we get up in there, we're gonna be driving home.
Driving along in my automobile.
Right there's the guy. Right there's the guy's name, Robert Wall. Assume the position. That's what it is.
Please, sir, can I have another?
But anyways, let's see. Here is the video. Pluck you. Good morning, Stormy. Oh,
No,
Guys-
Scott, the church doesn't do that. The church don't do that, buddy. The church don't just randomly give you money.
Good morning, Stormy.
Although, back when I was homeless and I lived in my van for 2 years, I did for probably about 3 nights out of the week. I slept in my van on church property because I knew the pastor of the church, and I needed a spot to park my van where I wouldn't get messed with by the police. And he said, "Well, look, you're a nice kid. I like you. Why don't you come park your van on the church property and you can sleep there. Just make sure you're gone at 5:30 in the morning." And I said, "Hey, you got it." So I went in there. I parked my van in there. He even brought me some warm soup. Can you believe that? I thought that was so nice. Nope. They don't give gas money, Scott, because you best believe I tried.
Was that a Catholic priest?
Actually, it was.
Me, little boy.
Come here, little boy.
Well, Scott, thing is, at that very time I was homeless, I did have a job.
Huh. Damn it. One of you guys should give me a computer virus.
Don't worry, Steve. I've slept in my car before. That's good. I was too damn drunk to drive.
Yeah.
I remember driving home one day and pulled over just outside of Morenci, and in a big gravel parking lot, turned the vehicle around so I'd be facing the driveway. And I know what time I got there, and 3 hours later, I woke up with my foot on the brake pedal, and the Jeep Cherokee still in gear, running. I never even put it in park. I passed out that fast.
Huh.
And your foot just kind of rested on the brake pedal and kept you
Right
stopped.
on the brake pedal. I'm surprised
That's scary, Kevin.
the transmission didn't burn up in it just from sitting there.
That's scary. I mean, because what if you started dreaming about being in the Fast and Furious movie?
That's way before them movies. Way before them.
Or what if you were dreaming about being Steve McQueen?
Yeah, it would have been deadly.
What's funny is when you see a semi pulled over and the guy slumped over the wheel with a pillow in his steering wheel, you pulled in front of him with your lights off, and then all of a sudden you turn on the lights and blow the horn. The guy would get up.
I've done
Is that
that.
what you used to do to people, dog?
I've done
did
that
it.
to a guy at the Red Barn restaurant parking lot. I got within
You guys
about
are
30 feet
terrible.
of his truck, flipped on the lights and blew the horn, and boy, he stood right up, hanging on the steering wheel, standing on the brake. Yeah,
Hey.
heat shield. If you don't remember the past, you're bound to repeat it.
Dog likes making truckers crap their pants. Ha ha, you jerk.
I was a truck driver. There you go. Well, this Red Barn restaurant, they had a good smorgasbord, a buffet. Until somebody went in there with some sugared up mice and let them loose in the salad bar.
Wonder who that was.
It was you, Kevin.
Said the mice were shaking like they were in Hemis.
Well, you took a syringe and busted up many things and put it in the syringe with some water and fed it to him. Hand fed it to him. Speedy Gonzalez had nothing on these mice. Nothing.
Yeah.
They got everything they did.
Don't be talking about my homeboy, Speedy Gonzalez.
That restaurant got everything it needed. It deserved.
Yeah, he passed away a couple years ago.
Hey, Kevin Miller. Kevin Miller, I got a one sister for you if you got a one sister for me.
You can have all the dog sisters. I don't care. Free of charge.
Kevin, you need to be nice to your family members, dude.
They ain't my family. I give rat's ass less. I got friends here that know that they can come down for visitation for 1 hour and that's it, and then they get escorted out. And the other friends are to guard my house and watch my house so Keith's sisters don't break in and take what they think is theirs.
All they want to do is steal your OxyContin
They don't have OxyContin.
or your Vicodins.
No, it's not snowing here, Stray.
I have Norco.
Yeah. Not that I can see. I don't think it's snowing.
Is it snowing there? I don't know. Wipe your nose, Stray.
Oh, is it snowing down there? It's an opioid there, Howie.
It's a painkiller opioid, very addictive.
Huh.
Yeah, that was Mama Rinda. She was drunk at the Legion again.
I didn't know they took Playgirl and Playboy there.
I don't know, cornbread.
Oh, SHITFUCK. Why is Steve going after Stray? I wasn't going after him, you big dummy. I crack jokes at him, and he's allowed to crack jokes at me. Now, if you don't like it, tough today when the kitty said the milk was dry.
I understand that, FFP, because I take a tramadol, and I don't, I don't like taking them because I don't want to indulge in that kind of stuff.
The only thing Big Steve chases after is a cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah, 2 all beef patties with cheese. Come here. Now.
Get in my belly.
Huh.
For those of you who
You're
fly
right,
a
RB.
flag, those of you who fly a flag and it gets tattered and torn, please do not throw it in the trash. Take it to your American Legion. They will dispose of it properly, and they will sell you a new one.
Well, Boy Scouts of America, they have the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts will both take them, and they do a ceremony with them once a year. They'll take all the flags and they'll burn them all at once.
Yep. But it's a ceremony. It's not like a flag burning you seen yesterday on the news.
Right.
I'd have choked that son of a you know what out. And probably then stomped on him when he was laying on the ground.
You're right there, Heat Shield.
They say outdated medicine only lose 5% of its effectiveness within the next 300 months.
All right. Well, that's like poison. Is poison more dangerous after it's expired or less dangerous after it's expired?
Hey, John, you need to call your mom because I left my underwears at her place.
Why, did she have a full-size bed that needed a sheet?
Yeah.
King size. California king.
I wasn't going to be that mean.
But
yeah, it's a
little
proven
did
fact.
you know, Kevin, you're a big fat ass too, so I wouldn't call the kettle black, bud.
I didn't leave my underwear anywhere.
Made by Omar. There you go. Yeah.
Well, second place is Toledo Tarpon Tent. I hate it when I get that new canvas underwear. It starts to chafe me.
Yeah.
Well, quit wearing burlap sacks.
Okay, Google, shut the living room light off.
Okay, turning Mercury Smart Color bulb off.
Okay, Google, turn the living room lights back on.
All right, turning Mercury Smart Color bulb on.
Tell it to change its color.
Okay, Google, change the light color.
To control your lights, say something like, turn on reading light, or set desk lamp brightness to 70%. If your lights have color options, to change colors, say something like, turn the lights soft white.
Did you hear that, Steve?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
pretty cool.
Google.
That's pretty cool. It's got so many options.
Okay, Google, turn the living room light to red.
Sure, changing Mercury Smart Color bulb to red.
Okay,
Did it
Google.
really work?
Okay, Google, change the living room light to blue.
Well, a lot of good it is because we can't see it happening.
Yeah,
Okay,
show it.
hang on. Hang on.
Just take the phone, turn it away from you. There you go. It did. I'll be darned.
Okay,
Yeah.
Google, turn the living room light to orange.
Okay, changing Mercury Smart Color bulb to orange.
Okay, Google, change the living room light to green.
Got it, changing Mercury Smart Color bulb to green.
Okay, Google, change the living room light to purple.
Sure, changing Mercury Smart Color bulb to purple.
There's like 60 colors.
Okay, Google, you got too many damn things going on.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here are other things you can try.
Okay, Google, change the living room light to soft white.
Got it, changing Mercury
Oh,
Smart Color bulb to soft white.
Over here on D-Live, somebody said, John said, I would have commented back, but I couldn't do better than the guy that mentioned the sheet. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Oh,
I got to get more. I got to get more of these lights put in. That way,
Yeah.
I can just tell it, and it'll light them up, and I can tell it to shut them off when I want to. But it makes it nice. I come out of the kitchen and have the living room light on. I can head towards my bedroom and just tell it to shut it off. That way, I'm not walking in the dark and tripping over something.
Can't you do make them strobe?
No. I don't know.
Okay, Google.
Let me try.
Grizz 270.
Okay, Google. Turn the living room light into a strobe light.
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that.
Nope, can't do
Here are
that.
other things you can try.
Well, what's the other things you can try? Maybe because you're using the word strobe.
Grizz.
It wants to know if
Grizz,
we want to listen to ocean waves.
Grizz,
No, I
you
don't.
big dummy. It's make like a tree and get out of here.
All right,
It's
there, Howard.
Make like a tree and leave. You sound like a damn fool when you say it wrong.
Tell Google to reinstate Parlor. Okay, Google.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Who is the president of the United States?
Joe Biden.
Woohoo!
Ask it to play something.
No,
Okay,
No.
Google.
no.
Okay, Google, let's play a game.
Okay, here are some games.
There's 30-something games you can play on it.
Okay, Google. Tell me a joke.
What do you call a shoe made out of a banana? A slipper.
What?
A slipper. Yeah.
That was funny.
Okay, Google, tell me another joke.
What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear.
A gummy bear.
That's you, Kevin. You're a gummy bear.
I got some teeth.
What? Molars in the back?
Yep. There's some backspeed going on.
Hey, Grizz, why don't you learn how to type?
Grizz, or Google. Or okay, Google, I need someone to talk to.
Of course. How can I help?
Could you please reinstate Parlor, Google?
I'm not sure.
Okay, Google, is Bill Gates an asshole?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here are other things you can try.
You can't swear at it because it won't respond. And you definitely can't call it a CUNT because it don't know what you mean.
Okay, Google, is Bill Gates a communist?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here
Okay.
are other things you can try.
Okay, Google, who is Bill Gates and what is his agenda?
Sorry, I don't know how to help with that. Here are other things you can try.
You probably can't get nothing for Bill Gates off of Google.
Okay, Google, who is Bill Gates?
According to Wikipedia, William Henry Gates III is an American business magnate, software developer, and philanthropist. He is best known as the co-founder of Microsoft Corporation.
You heard it first here.
Yeah.
What'd she call him? A philanderer?
Philanthropist.
A philanderer.
Philanthropist.
I know, dog. Okay.
Okay, Google, are you controlled by the CIA?
Government agencies from around the world ask Google to disclose user information. We carefully review each request to make sure that it satisfies applicable laws. To learn more, check Google's transparency report at g.co/transparency report. That's g.co/transparency report.
In other words, hell yes.
There we go.
Okay, Google, are you stupid?
I like to think I'm smart, but I know I can fall short sometimes. Is there anything I can do?
Oh, she just clowned me.
You're right, Stray. In other words, yes. They are. Yep.
Okay, Google, shut the living room light off.
Okay, turning Mercury Smart Color bulb off.
His Alexis just told him 6.5% of all San Franciscoans are homosexuals. I would thought the number was a lot higher than that. I would have
It
thought
is.
the
It's lying.
6.5%.
There's only 6.5% that aren't.
Yeah, it's probably right.
Okay, Google. What is this percentage of homosexuals in San Francisco?
Here's a
All right,
summary from the website time.com. Gallup's poll of the 50 largest metropolitan areas in the U.S. found that 6.2% of San Franciscans identify as LGBT.
Ah,
The rest of them are closet bags.
yeah, the rest of them are in the closet. You're right.
More of that crappy popcorn?
Huh? This is pretty good stuff.
I shop a lot at Aldi's too. But when I shop here, I buy it by the cases.
All right.
I got a new food tray to put in. It's not new, but it's a good use pantry I'm going to put in. I'm going to go buy another new one here next month to put beside the other ones. And hopefully this summer I'll build that inside garage fruit cellar. I'll be right back. Medicine's kicking.
Damn. I got to power my nose again. Kyler coming today?
Yep.
Okay.
What's it do?
Just unlock the door. I want to make sure. The men's
Back.
league, that's right there, Tim. So. Yeah, as much as I powder my nose, you think I'm a cokehead, but I'm really not feeling good today. I thought my blood pressure was high. So that's what I did the first time I shut the cam off, was do my blood pressure. And it's not high. It's 141 over 91. So, but my heartbeat's running 88 beats a minute.
Have a good day, Junkyard.
Take care.
See you later, Junkyard.
So. That's funny, Grizz.
I just noticed, my bedroom looks like a hospital room.
You just noticed that? You got a
You
house.
know, Grizz, you're a jerk.
I mean, by just glancing in there with the hospital bed, and there's a chair in there. And
You got a potty chair in there too?
no, an oxygen concentrator, a nebulizer, a CPAP machine. The only thing it's missing is the call nurse button. Maybe you ought to get one rigged up. And yes, Steve, I sleep on a hospital bed. I have
Are
to.
you,
I
are
can.
you looking for a
I don't have nothing against
oxygen
that.
generator?
Huh?
Are you looking for an oxygen generator?
Well, if it's cheap.
I have to check. It may have been gone already, but on one of the auction sites I go to, they had two of them. Oh, you
Yeah.
can get them for $10 a piece. They're in Kalamazoo, so it's not that far from you.
Yeah. How about one from the pawn shop? Pour that stuff in a bowl because, damn, you can't hear nothing when you're crinkling that bag.
I'm done.
Yeah, for another 2 minutes. Anyways, I got one from a company out of Coldwater, and I got another one I bought at the pawn shop.
Is that the same pawn shop where that guy bought the Charger?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he talk to you about me?
Yeah, he did. I remember, yeah. 'Cause that's the same pawn shop I have all my guns delivered to, because you can do the paperwork there for $25.
What's the matter, Kevin? You need money? You gonna pawn all your guns?
No,
No, he buys them and they register them for him. Didn't you pay
Yes.
attention? Or is that just jello between both ears?
I
We
go
don't want to
there.
talk about you. We don't want to
Well,
talk about you, Michigander man.
I
It's
go
more like-
there probably once a month, maybe twice a month. I bought that brand new Troy-built snow blower for 1/3 the price they wanted for it at the store. I got it at the pawn shop. Never been used. There wasn't even a scratch on the cutter bar on the bottom. The blade.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Hi there. Well, you don't look like me. Huh? He's been up since 6?
Yep.
Good boy. Early to bed, early to rise. That's right.
Have a good day, Heat Shield.
Yeah, solid bone. Solid bone from year to year. You're right, Tim. Buddy. Then go and see his Nana. Where's Nana at? Go get her. Go get her. Run. Run.
Okay, Google, play Slayer.
No. Google, do not play Slayer.
Playing Slayer on YouTube Music.
Damn it, Kevin. Why'd you stop it?
Because you're going to give me a copyright.
Oh, my bad. I didn't think about that, Don.
Okay, Google, shut down.
Normally I can do that on the Let's Hug It Out, and there's nothing, they give me a copyright strike, nothing happens. Yesterday I played that I Can't Dance little video that Cornbread sent me, and they copyrighted me.
Well, they copyrighted you because you looked retarded dancing with it.
They didn't copyright me because of an infraction. They copyrighted it, and the monetization went to Genesis.
They need money too.
I know. So now only am I not a paid singer, but I'm paying Phil Collins too to sing. That's right. He works for me now.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it anyways. All you're doing is giving them a few pennies.
I understand that, but they keep getting the infraction. Sooner or later, YouTube will get tired of it, and they will copyright you and then give you a strike.
I don't think so.
Wasn't that just an oxymoron statement?
What?
What are you? An oxymoron? We know.
No, I said, wasn't that just an oxymoron statement? Big Steve?
You
thinking,
are an oxymoron.
Big Steve thinking on his own?
No, wait, you're just a moron.
I'm not from Monroe.
Hey,
No, you're from Toledo.
Don't be talking about the Moron Brothers.
No, wait, hold on. Let me look at the map and no, wait. I know where you're from. You're from Freakmont.
Yeah.
That's where all the freaks and the hookers is at.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't find a hooker here if you had to.
Yeah, I bet you they out on the corner right out in front of your house.
I bet they're at the truck stop.
They used to. I haven't seen any out there in a long time. But there is an Amish whorehouse about 15 miles from here.
Yeah.
If you're daring to go in there or go to there, because Lord knows when's the last time they had a bath or a shower.
What is the worst town in Michigan?
Helltown. Hell, Michigan.
Six
Detroit.
Michigan. It says here that 6 Michigan cities make the list of worst places to live in America. Number 1, Adrian. Number 2, Ecorse. Number 3, Benton Harbor. Number 4, Muskegon Heights. And number 5, Detroit. Number 6, Flint. And number 7, Highland Park.
Well, that just about does every town in Michigan. Adrian used to be a good place to live.
Look, now I got dog looking that up.
Hey, I want to see. I think you're right.
I just made that up, dog, because I knew you would catch it.
Muskegon, Detroit, and Flint, and Highland Park.
Adrian wasn't on that list. I just
I
wanted
know
to
it.
catch it. I knew you'd catch it.
But see, they used to call Adrian Little Detroit.
You know, in all honestly,
Peace out, Strike.
these trucking schools that would teach you how to drive truck, they would purposely drive in downtown Adrian so you would get used to how the streets are in New York. I was told that by several instructors. So why would you drive in downtown Adrian? And that's the
I
reason.
watched this guy that does he does ASMR videos of him walking, and he walks all over New York City at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's heck quiet out there at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's quite nice too. Very few cars out on the road. You can just see the city lights. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Most people in New York City don't own a car.
New York City? Isn't that where all
That's where salsa's made. Isn't that where the salsa was made?
Isn't that where Scott Keller gets his salsa? New York City.
Well, that's because I know for a fact that New York City, or the state of New York, has some pretty strict motor vehicle laws.
They were all designed to keep public or to make public transportation like buses and taxi cabs. It wasn't designed to have residential transportation. You know, parking space is hard to find in New York. In some of them places, you have to buy it.
Yeah.
You're talking in the city.
It's like having a little hot dog cart or a hamburger cart in New York. That spot that guy sets up at, he rents that from the city, and it could cost him $150,000 a year for that spot.
No, the average one's going for $250,000 a year. The good ones, the ones that are downtown where the high traffic are anywhere between $250,000 and $500,000. $500,000. That's for the license to be there. Now you got to sell a shitload of hot dogs to make $500,000. These guys are selling Sobretti hot dogs for $10 a piece, and people are buying them all day long. Because where else can you go in downtown Detroit or Manhattan or whatever and get a quick lunch in 2 minutes? You know.
Good morning,
I am not quite knowing who you are referring to, Tim. Although I watch a YouTuber that does drive through neighborhoods with a camera out the front of his car.
You're right, Jerry. Detroit always has been bad.
His name ain't Charlie. His name is Mooney.
We used to go in Detroit, off in Wyoming, over there at on Conk Road, and we'd get there at 4 o'clock in the morning, and the place wouldn't open up till 7. But we'd be there at 4 o'clock, and there'd be 7 or 8 of us sitting there, trucks, sets of doubles, and we'd park 3 going one way and 4 going the other, so we could watch everybody's back. And we'd sit there and wait for them. When they open, we'd all go in. So.
Oh, okay. I got you straight.
I used to work on the corner of Connors and Warren, right across from the slums. The backside of the property I was working on was a Chrysler building, and on the other side of the property was the UPS terminal. You talk about a bad neighborhood.
some people would say that New York City, like Manhattan Island, is not as bad as it used to be.
It isn't. Detroit's not as bad as it used to be either, because a lot of people there. You can go on some side parts of Detroit and you won't see a house for a whole city block. The whole city block has been, knocked down because all the houses have been burnt down or whatever. But you go down Livernois and you'll see a burned out house, house, and then you'll see car on blocks, car with wheels sitting on the street. And about once a month, they come down there with a big roll-off truck and a crane, and they pick up these cars and start throwing them in the dumpster.
I don't understand why don't Detroit, gentrify all those areas that are just abandoned. They need to gentrify. They need to build more buildings, make more jobs, more skyscrapers, more shops and restaurants.
What they're doing to them vacant properties, or what they was planning on doing them, was making them neighborhood gardens. That was to go in there and rip out all the foundations and fill them in, and then get them ready for garden beds. But they figured that they did a couple of them and couldn't get anybody over there to plant any garden stuff in them, so they figured they'd just quit.
Well, they're doing the whole entire city blocks, so they're making greenhouses up there. But yeah, there are some nice looking places in Detroit, but it's over there by, where the casinos are and stuff. You go down the other side of town and it ain't so pretty.
You want to see some beautiful houses, I mean, old, huge houses, you need to come into Coldwater on the main street. They have got some of the most beautiful, big 5,000 and 6,000 square foot houses you ever seen in your life. Hillsdale has a few of them too, but Coldwater has a lot of them.
You're right, Jerry. Anyways, the CEO of the company Brazeway, I told you guys this story a long time ago. Him and his wife over there on Runaway County Road, which is right over where the old hospital is, right out there by Country Club
Golf course and
yeah. Anyways, he was building a $5 million mansion. Okay. And he started building this $5 million mansion, and they got it pretty much done. And they realized the building inspector come in and was looking at the blueprints and everything else, and they figured that the chimney was not high enough for what they had for the roof line. So they had to rebuild the chimney. Well, in order to rebuild the chimney, they had to tear it down completely and make it bigger at the base because it wouldn't support the extra weight. So they had to redo all of that. And then the wife decided she didn't want the marble and stuff that was in the house already. So they had to take out all the marble and they put in something else, or was it granite? One or the other. It was either granite or marble, but she switched it to the other. When they got done with this $5 million house, it cost $50 million to build through all the changes. Then they built a servant's quarters behind the house. Now this thing's got an Olympic-sized pool. It's got a tennis court, everything in back here. But the servant's quarters is like 3,500 square feet. So the servant's quarters is actually a mansion in itself. Pretty nice. I was in charge of all the roll-offs coming out of there. That was an account they give to me, so it would be taken care of. This guy probably spent, I wouldn't doubt it if he spent damn near $1 million in dump fees for that house alone. because they got a third roll-off box 6 days a week dumped, and they did construction for over 2 years. So
Okay, how do I donate a lemon?
I have no idea. You got to pay for it.
Okay.
Well, that's out of the question.
Shut up, Kevin. With your big
Anyways,
loud mouth.
it wasn't 50 million. It was $15 million this thing cost. So
Yeah, you stuttered when you said it, so it sounded like 50.
15 million. 15 million.
Hey, just me. What's going on? Yee, yee. What's going on, my California homie?
I took roll-off boxes with designers on pallets still, or like granite or marble. But I took pallets of those roll-off boxes. When they changed their mind, they still had all the stuff they couldn't send back, so they threw it away. I mean, pallets and roll-off boxes full of the stone went to the landfill. Yeah, donate your Mustang, Steve.
That Mustang gone.
Yeah.
That Mustang long gone.
So
My mom got $1,400 for that car.
well, there's a sucker born. Like Hunterman Bailey said, there's a sucker born every minute.
Well, the dude that bought it,
Somebody
didn't
got
care.
overpaid.
Yeah.
The dude that bought it didn't care what was wrong with it. He just wanted the car because he wanted to convert it to a V8.
Huh.
I told him, hey, man, it's got a tick in the engine. I don't know what the frick happened to it. He goes, I don't care. I want the car. I need the body and the interior and the drivetrain and the rear end. I need all of it. And I said, okay.
Jerry, I have no idea how many bedrooms this place had or bathrooms. I do know what you walk through the double doors to go in it, because I've been in the house several times to get tickets signed and stuff like that. But you walked into the foyer, I guess that's what you want to call it, or the room or green room or whatever, and it was probably 40 feet wide and probably another 30 feet deep. And I'm pretty much guessing that the ceiling was probably 20 feet or better. So, in the great room, that's what they call it.
No, I don't have any lemons, Jerry.
It's gonna be a slow. It must be a slow learner there. Hey, Mom, get
Yeah,
that
I
guy.
got your slow learner hanging, Grizz. And just so you want to be a smart ass, yeah, I am going to pick out a car for my mom because she doesn't know much about cars.
And that's coming from an expert. Did I say that out loud? Damn it.
No, you were saying it.
You know, Adrian ain't the best city in the world.
You know, one thing my dad taught me to look for, or taught me, it's not a thing to look for. He taught me a thing to do. He told me, you listen to what the engine sounds like. How I can explain this. He told me to take a flathead screwdriver, a big one, okay, stick it down to the engine block, put the flathead screwdriver, let it touch the engine block, put your ear on it and listen. Just listen. Just listen to how smooth the engine is revolutioning, or whatever. What's that called? Revolving, how the engine is spinning. Listen to how smooth it sounds. Does it sound rough? Does it sound smooth? Do you hear a vibration in the engine? You know, it could be a bad bearing or a pockmarked bearing race or something. You know, Always look for crap. I can pick out a good car.
We
Well,
couldn't
so-
afford them. We couldn't afford them big long screwdrivers, so we'd cut off a broom handle and use it.
Or
That's
that. Yeah, anything. You could use anything.
And then you do it to each cylinder, because that way you can hear what's going on in each bank.
Yeah. See, Kevin knows what I'm talking about.
Done it several times.
But you might
Several
want to put it
times.
in gear. You might want to put it in gear and have somebody hold the brake. That way you're putting it under stress. So, you know, a lot of engines will sound good if there's no torque on them.
Yeah, that's right.
Good boy. That's right.
I bought a van one time, and I used it for a while, and then she started getting a knock. So I took gear lube and regular oil and boiled them together and poured it in there. You couldn't hear that thing knock anymore. Put a for sale sign in it and sold it the very next day for more than what I paid for it.
She's a runner.
Yep.
You know, Grizz, you want to watch what you're saying, okay?
So look in the mirror,
I don't
Grizz,
like,
while
I don't
you're
like
saying.
that at all.
Right.
Well, everybody, I'm going to get out of here.
All
Y'all
right,
have a good
Kevin.
day.
Yep.
Love you. Tell Kathy I love her.
All right.
See you later, Kevin.
See ya.
No, Scott, but we will get a little pickup truck, something like that or whatever. Ford F-150, something.
Hi. Oh, hey, give me that. Yeah. Who is that? Is that Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah? Show Nana.
And your dad's sitting right there. No, I told you no.
Hey, your brother. Yeah.
Now I told you no. No. No.
He's in there laughing about it.
No.
Grizz, listen, Grizz, all I know is that's what my dad taught me to how to listen to the inside of the engine, okay?
Right?
So you can take that, put it in your pipe and smoke it.
I tell you what, I put a windshield in a Buick Century one time for a guy. Charged him $50 labor, okay, to put it in. So I put the window in, his windshield, sealed it all up and everything. A couple of weeks later, I was working at a garbage company, and a couple of weeks later, he said, "Hey, know anybody wants to buy that car?" I said, "Why? What's wrong with it?" He said, "I put a distributor in it, and it's done now." I said, "Oh, really?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "What do you got to have for it?" $50. I said, "I'll $50." And me and my dad went down there, and we hooked a chain on it and pulled it out of his driveway. We drove it down the road about, I don't know, a couple hundred yards, turned the corner, stopped. I lifted up the hood, pulled the distributor, spun it 180, put it back down, tightened it down. My dad started the ignition, and I adjusted the distributor, got her started, and I drove her home. I drove that car for probably 2 years, and I was having a problem with it. You drive about, I don't know, 10, 15 miles, and it would stop, shut right off. What it was is a screen inside the tank. They didn't have a filter. It didn't have a pump or anything in the tank. but it had a screen inside the tank on the gas line and was getting plugged with sediment or whatever in there. So I ended up taking an air hose and blowing through the line and blew the screen out. Never had a bit of problem after that. I put a good filter on the pump, and I ran it for a couple of weeks, changed the filter, did it again, changed the filter, and I never had any problem after that. No.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. It's a cheap, affordable car. Drove it for a couple of years. So.
Yeah, it kind of sucks about my mom's Pontiac. You know, that was a pretty damn good running car until all of a sudden that freaking transmission just decided to go right out. I don't know what it was either.
Did you sell it yet, or you still got that hunk of crap out there?
It's still here.
You got to sell it because junk prices are up. Sell it and get rid of it before the scrap prices go down, because it's going to go down now.
What, to the junkyard or to the scrap yard?
Scrap yard.
I don't know if I can do
matter.
that. I don't know if any of the yards out here do that. I'd have to research.
Well, yeah. People that collect metal will pick up your cars. They do it all the time here. They pay $300-400 for them.
Well, I'll check it out.
Might as well get paid for it.
Because my mom does want to get rid of it, but she doesn't want to get, this. You'll think this is funny, okay? She doesn't want to get rid of the car right now because she's scared that somebody's gonna take possession of her parking spot.
Me too.
Yeah. She's like, I ain't getting rid of it yet because I don't want nobody to take my parking spot. Wait till I get a new car, and then I can park in my spot, and then we can get rid of the old car.
No, what you do is when you get home, you park in that spot. What's gonna stop somebody from taking this parking spot when the car's going?
Well, dog, these people are assholes around here. Do they park everywhere? They don't care. I've had people park dead in front of my apartment freaking door and block our walkway into we have to climb over the damn bushes basically, or move our trash cans just to get into our damn apartment.
Huh.
We don't care. We don't say nothing. We're not the people that say, hey, get your piece of shit out of my apartment.
All right, everybody, it's 8:59. I got to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. Tara, how you doing? Y'all, God bless, take care, prayers and peace. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool if you have to, but stay yourself and stay healthy. And remember the first responders, doctors, nurses, firemen, EA, and the police. Their lives all matter. And if you have to put a color in front of lives matter, you're a racist. Every life matters. It doesn't matter what color your skin is or your sexual orientation. Every life is the same. Yeah, y'all have a blessed day and take care. Prayers and peace, everybody. Let's see, before I go, do I got any? I don't have any on the treasure chest yet. It says, so hold on a second. Maybe I do now. Let's see. Yeah. Get them while you can. No. There you go. Bye, everybody.